I have a question for all of you. Actually, it's a story. Since you all are reading a book, no, I am also reading a book, and I found one particular story. It's not now. I read that story of long years back. But I just want to share that story with all of you. Okay, so this story, what happened? You all buy the soaps from the market, right? We all buy the soaps from the market, from the shops or from the malls. You know how these things are made? These things are actually made. Do you think that they would be making a soap and then they would be putting that soap into a wrapper and would put the glue and then will send to the box? Do you think someone would be doing that? No, there would be a machine, isn't it? So what would happen? See, there will be a machine, something like this, where say here is a belt. Okay, here is a belt. On this belt, the soaps are traveling like this. Okay, they are traveling like this, and there would be again some machine, mechanical hand or a different belt. In that, what would happen? See, here is a different belt, and then on that particular belt, the wrappers would be traveling. Okay, and here at the junction, the soap would go into the wrapper, and wrapper will get sealed, and the boxed or wrapped soap will come out and will fall into a container, a box, a big box. The soap would, will fall into the box one by one, or into a container, whatever it is. This system is called the conveyor belt. Okay, this system is called conveyor belt. Conveyor belt. Okay, and this system actually, majority of the things that we use in the market, starting from the smallest, for example, a pen, to the car, everything is made on this kind of belts, where various things would travel. For example, if you know in a factory, if they are making a car, they will start from the very basic thing, maybe for example the base, the floor of the car. Then in the next, it would travel on a belt, and then at the next stop, one screw would be fitted in. On the other stop, the maybe steering. The next stop, the wire. The next stop, another wire, and likewise at the end of the belt, the whole car would be made up. This system is called conveyor belt, and it is used for so many of the purpose, not just for making, for many other things. Now, this story is about the conveyor belt, where there were a couple of soap making companies, and they put up this conveyor belts, right? But the machines, this mechanical system, the entire machine was not 100% perfect. So what was happening? Many a times, this match won't be perfect. Here, at this phase, the match won't be perfect. Here. So in that case, what will happen? In the container, some of the wrappers would go empty. There won't be any soap inside. Maybe just few of them. The box would be empty without the soap, and the wrapper, the box would get sealed, and since there is no human, no one would know that there is an empty box. And finally, this box would go into the shop or the mall, the customer will buy them, and then they will realize, oh my God, the company has just cheated us. They have sold the empty wrappers of the soap. Oh my God. So that was giving the bad name for the companies. Now, we need to find the solution of this. What can be done? What can be done? Any idea? Any suggestion? Now, let's start using our engineering mind, our problem solving mind, and let's try to find a solution for this problem. Okay? Tell me a solution. What can be done? Yeah, Jay.
Sir, sir, first of all, the side, the belt of the wrapper, at the end of it, we should put a machine. We cannot say machine, but a device that pull which creates space between, which blows air in between them, so there is enough space to get soap into it, and it will be easy for the company to pack soap.
Okay, fine. So very interesting idea from Jai. We can put a device that checks the gap and detects if the soap is there or no. The other idea, other solution. Yeah, Dhruv.
So, sir, like from the conveyor belt, all of them fall into the basket, and instead of like in the conveyor belt only sealing it, the without sealing it, it can go to the like end point of the conveyor belt where the humans will be standing, like we will be standing. They can like check if there is any empty thing by a device, by like if you just put the device above, it'll automatically scan, and if there is something empty, it'll tell them,
Okay, yeah,
and then we can just seal it with the tape.
correct. Okay, so there is another solution. As Dhruv suggested, we can put one or multiple humans at the end of the bed, and they will check if there is, the soap inside the wrapper. But don't you think that will take too much of time? Because the man cannot match the speed of the machine in that case. In this particular case, machines would be making, say, for example, hundreds of soaps in a minute or thousands of soap in an hour. And checking each of them is too much of work for the human, isn't it? Yes? Yeah. But yes, this is a possible solution, Dhruv. Yeah. Sarika?
So it could be like there is some machine which would check the gap between the wrapper and the soap, and we should put a fixed. For example, there should be 1 centimeter. So the ones which don't have 1 centimeter will go in a box, and then they will be done again.
Interesting. Nice, Sarika. So we have got so many solutions of this problem. Now, you know what happened? This soap company, there was a very brilliant engineer, young engineer, as good as you, very brilliant, very sharp. And he thought the sensor, okay, sensor, okay, fine, one solution. Then he thought to make a different machine, okay, that is also possibility. Then, this machine or device to check the gaps, that is also fine. He was keep thinking he was, thinking many of the solutions. And all of a sudden, he realized that he can solve this problem in 1 minute. And he did that in 1 minute, in fact. He need not to buy, a sensor or prepare a machine or device and spend so much of money or time. He just did that in less than 1 minute. How come? Let me tell you what he did. And want to listen that? What he did? Okay. So what he did, he bought one good enough sized table fan. Understood? Now tell me what he would have done with that. Yeah, Sia?
Sir, the table fan would be kept at the side of the conveyor belt, and the packets which have no soap will not have too much weight, so it will blow away, and all others will stay.
Yes, exactly. Hope you all understood this. I will share the screen. See what he did is, he put one fan here, table fan. Okay. And he kept his on at the end of the belt before the soap falls into the container. The wrapped soap falls into the container. So because the fan is on, it will create a force. The wind would be blowing, and when the wrapper comes here, if there is soap inside, it definitely will fall into the container. But if the wrapper is empty, the wrapper would blow away because of the fan. Very easy, no? Yes, very easy. And this is, something that we also should learn as well as try to implement wherever we can. I mean to say, what is the easiest solution of a particular problem? Let's try to find those. Okay, how can we use our existing resources to solve the problem? And what is the easiest solution? Rather, buying a new sensor or creating a new machine, the problem got solved with a table fan. Very easily. So less of cost and efficient in less time. Okay. Now, this conveyor belt, you can make the conveyor belt yourself with HAVI element. And you can create some sort of automation system with that. I'm going to show you a very basic structure of that. I'll explain the circuit to you, and then you can make this project yourself, conveyor belt, and send the photographs and video to us. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to share my screen. See here, first of all, I'll play the video. Okay, now this particular setup, as you see, here are the elements, okay, and the motor with the wheel. We have just removed, this the rubber of the wheel at both of the sides. Motor, the geared motor. Here is the DC motor. Okay. Now, as you see, if we put a block here, now what can we do? This is not a full project. This is actually a challenge for all those who are making the projects with HAVI elements. And the challenge is, what we want to do is, see, I have the blocks. Consider that I am putting this particular block on the belt. Okay. And it should pass. It should reach to other end. But if this block is bigger in the size, for example, this is actually doubled. So if the block is bigger than the size, then it should be taken away. You understood that? So in the present video, present setup, I'll share the screen again. Here you see it. In the present setup, you see here is the DC motor, and one ice cream stick has been attached with the shaft of the DC motor to create, see this, to create the fan. Okay, ice cream stick is used, and as you put the block here, this moving stick, the rotating stick, pushes the block away. But now what we want is, if the block is right sized, like this, then it should not be taken away. But if it is more in the size, then bigger in the size than the regular block, then it should be taken away. Can you tell me what should be done? What should be done to achieve this? Yeah, Dhruv.
Sir, you have placed the fan very close to the conveyor belt. If you place it slightly tilted towards the conveyor belt and slightly far away, this thing will keep moving and the double sized block will be pushed
Okay.
away.
Yeah, anyone? Yes, Jai.
Sir, the placement of the DC motor is slightly below, like in the level. So you just need to set it up slightly upside, as the two blocks will come the side. Like we have to first measure the blocks, because then it will be confusing for you.
Okay. Nice. Okay. So almost, all of us saying the same solution, it's correct as well. Now there are two possibilities to solve this problem. One, what you said, that means the fan would keep rotating and the blocks would keep passing on the belt as the block reaches. If the bigger block reaches, the smaller block won't go away, but the bigger block will be pushed away by the fan. But what if the blocks are not enough in the weight and they are being blown away by the fan? Then the bigger and the smaller, both will be blown away. What should we do in that case? In that case, what we should do is, what we want to achieve is, the fan should turn on only if there is a bigger block. Otherwise, the fan would remain off. What can be done for that? True?
Sir, like if we want only the big block to get blown away, what we can do is keep a AI sensor, and because the small block will be not in the range of the AI sensor, it will pass through, and the big block will be big, so the AI sensor will like detect it, and the fan will start and it will blow away.
Nice, very good, Dhruv. What else? Any other solution? Yeah, so as Dhruv suggested, we can use that is not AI, Dhruv, that is IR element. We can use the IR sensor, IR element C. And this project, all those who are creating and learning with heavy elements, they need to make and send us across. See here, when we put the block, this pan should remain off. Okay, and you need to create two setup. One setup, you need to create one pole here, and we'll have to put the IR sensor in a way. So IR sensor, the IR element will detect the height. If something that is bigger in the height passes through, then IR element will activate and will send the signal to this motor, and motor will be on and will kick away the bigger one. But if it is smaller, in that case, IR won't detect the smaller one and it will pass through because the fan is off. Is that clear? So what you need for that is, you need the power element, the IR element, and the motor. You need actually multiple motor drivers for this, motor elements. And the BO motor, the DC motor, you need all these things. And then some sort of craft material which you can collect from around, like ice cream sticks and maybe some sort of strong paper to make that belt. We have made that with a tape. That belt is actually a tape. And the wheels, you can make all these things yourself and prepare this project. Understood? So that's about the project. You can make it and send the photographs and videos back to us.